Hi, everybody. Welcome to Listen Up with Mike. I'm Mike, and I'm going to be your guide through this journey of growth and learning. Hola a todos, bienvenidos a Listen Up with Mike. Soy Mike y seré su guía por este viaje de crecimiento y aprendizaje. Seguimos con nuestras entregas del podcast en esta segunda temporada. Contamos con la presencia de mi amiga Syrena, con quien vamos a estar conversando diferentes temas. Como ya les había dicho, ella es hablante nativa norteamericana y hoy ha accedido de nuevo a acompañarnos para hablar acerca de temas varios. Así que afinar el oído y a practicar sus habilidades de listening comprehension. Okay, so we are here again with my friend Syrena. And this is the third episode of the second season of our podcast, Listen Up with Mike. This is intended to be a listening comprehension practice in which we have my friend Syrena, which is an English native speaker, and a non-native speaker, which is me. We're going to be chatting about the different subjects and for you to practice your listening comprehension skills, to learn vocabulary, to learn expressions, and to get a hold on the pronunciation thingy here. So, hi, my friend. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for being here with us again.
Thank
And
you.
and I've seen you working a lot with your short film Replaced. How's it going?
Not too bad. We've been in a holding pattern this weekend because of rain, but tomorrow's supposed to be nice, so I'm hoping to have it wrapped up tomorrow.
Yeah, so looking forward to seeing that final cut. It's gonna be interesting,
Me
and
too.
we're gonna keep you posted about that here, guys. All of you who are watching right now. So I was thinking it would be interesting if we talked today about living in the United States from your perspective, as of course as a United States citizen, people who you were born in the United States, because most of the people who are learning English, of course, Spanish speakers, um, there's this whole idea of the American dream and moving there because a lot of things. So, what are your thoughts on this subject, my friend?
Well, the American dream is just that. It's a
It's just a
dream.
dream.
Yep. Once you get here, reality hits. Jobs are hard to find.
Could we
Things are
say could
so
we say
expensive.
it's pretty much like a rude awakening?
Oh, yes.
A
Yes.
rude awakening.
Very rude awakening. Yep. Yeah, we're dealing with a lot of like inflation, so prices are very high, and they're just continuing to keep moving higher. It's just there's a lot of turmoil, a lot of crime.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, like lots of shootings, lots of carjackings. That's where people.
Everywhere, or it's the situation is getting worse in
It
certain places, like the most crowded cities?
Well, it was concentrated mostly in the crowded cities, but it's starting to sprawl out.
Oh man.
So, I mean, even here in my small town, we have a very bad drug problem. People are breaking into other people's properties, stealing, car stealing, taking stuff out of people's sheds. We had a couple people were breaking into houses. So I'm like, it's getting scary.
Yeah, it is. Well, because it's interesting because here, let's compare living in Colombia against living in the United States. Can I say that? Compare this against that, or
Yeah.
compare this? Okay,
Or compare with or
compare with.
compare against,
Yeah,
well, you are comparing against.
yeah.
So we're
Let's compare living in the United States against living in Colombia. Here, we're in a pretty bad situation when it comes to security, when it comes to surviving, because work is hard to get.
Hmm.
It is not as well paid. Inflation, as you said, and but even when you say that in the United States something is happening, of course, we watch the news and everything. We always think that moving there is gonna help us improve our situation. So right now, would you say that it's harder compared to how long ago to make a decent living in the United States?
Yeah. And I don't know if maybe the pandemic when everything got shut down,
Oh, okay.
I'm wondering if, I'm sure that has something to do with part of the problem, but a lot of it is just poor policy.
So let's talk about traveling and learning. So the other day you were talking about your experiences when you traveled to Spain in order to
Mhm.
learn Spanish. And have you given any thoughts to traveling again? And I think we talked about this real quick in the first video. But
Mhm.
I would like to go a little bit further on that subject, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem.
So, what are your plans on traveling in a near future?
Well, first I need to go to England because the game I play, No Man's Sky,
Yeah,
they have a meetup every year at the
I
end of
remember you
August.
told
Yep.
us about that.
So that's my first trip. So, I mean, that's English. It's a
Yeah,
different English, but um, but after that, my next plan is to visit some of the Latin American countries.
and as I told you before, remember, at least here, if you're planning on coming to Colombia, here you have where to crash.
Thank you.
Um, this is a very interesting place because we're located in the middle of the coffee axis.
Ooh,
And the city in which I live is a very interesting city because you can get easily from here to most of the most representative places in the coffee axis. We have Pereira, we have Medellin, we have Cali. Well, Cali is not from the coffee axis, but nonetheless, it's a very interesting destination. We have all of the uh, uh, pueblitos cafeteros. We call that the coffee little towns, the producers, in which you can learn about culture and stuff.
nice.
Which would be your favorite destinations in Latin America, if I may ask? I know Colombia. Well, I hope
Uh,
Colombia is going to be one. But
uh,
other
yeah,
than that,
Colombia's on the list, but I'd really like to see Machu Picchu.
oh yeah, and you
Yeah.
know that's a place where my wife always has dreamt to go. She
Hmm.
wants to go
Me
there, and
too.
eventually we're gonna get that to that place. So perhaps we're gonna go together when you come. That'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
Any place that has like ancient ruins or something, I want to be there.
And it's funny because although I love Japanese culture, I don't see myself traveling to Japan. It would be like
No,
okay, but it's not like oh my biggest dream. What's the appeal? What's the thing that appeals you from? For you said, of course, ancient cultures, but how does it work?
how does what work?
I mean, you feel attracted to Asian cultures.
Oh,
Why? It
um,
is that something that has been for the years ever since you were a
yeah.
little kid.
Ever since I was
How did you
little,
feel?
I've
Yeah, how did it start?
um
When did you realize that?
just, watching like National Geographic programs on TV when I was little and looking at books and learning about places in school. I really enjoyed the ancient history. Anything before, um, well, anything before 1700.
Okay, okay,
Once we started getting more modernized stuff and
right.
like steam engines and all that, it just got too much, too hectic, too crazy.
So that means that let's say if you go to your when you went to Spain, you were like crazy because I know just in Spain you can find things from basically year one
Oh yeah.
there.
I mean, well, yeah, 11th, 12th centuries buildings. It's oh my, it's just incredible.
What do you
I
find?
was just like, ah.
Yeah. So in Latin America, yeah, we have Machu Picchu, but what else?
Oh, well, there's some of the
Well, in Colombia, there are some
yeah.
places which are very interesting too. That
Hmm.
I gotta be honest, I've never felt like going there because I told you something like, oh, okay, it's okay. So to me,
Yeah.
it's not. My wife loves that, and I think eventually we're gonna go there. But other than Machu Picchu and some places here in Colombia, what else?
Well, there's
Nothing that comes
like
to my mind right now.
the Mayans and the Incans and the Aztecs.
Okay.
They're I mean, they're littered all over the
Oh, you know,
place,
yeah,
all the
yeah,
way from Mexico
yeah,
down.
yeah. Because
So
somehow I was thinking South America only, like
yeah,
Nazca lines maybe,
yeah,
and
yeah. Oh yeah, that would be awesome to see the
okay,
Nazca lines. Yeah.
okay. Uh, those would be your favorite destinations, Latin America and some places in Europe.
Yep.
The language barrier,
Hmm.
how's that working? How's that
Well,
working?
I'm learning.
Yeah, how do you feel the
I
process is going?
it's not going too bad. I think I've come a long ways since we started talking just
Yeah.
several months ago.
So
So
something that comes with that is the cultural exchange. Ever
yeah.
since we met, I realized and I found out that you're open to the cultural exchange, and that's something that I don't know. I don't know if it's something that is easy for everybody. What do you think
Mm-mm.
about that?
Some people are just too set in their ways to realize that other people have different cultures. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know. It's just I don't know if it's a lack of education. Maybe
Could be.
they just didn't have history class or something, or didn't excel in history class. But our world is so amazing with all the different cultures. I just that's just one of the things for me that I like.
Okay, so I could say, or we could say that you've had pretty much three different kinds of cultural exchange experiences. The first one being in the United States, and being the United States a multicultural country in which you can find people from everywhere. That
Yeah,
would be
especially
one.
Atlanta, Georgia really helped me with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I lived in the Atlanta area for like 24 years.
And
And there's it's like that's really a melting pot there. There's people from India, people from Vietnam,
okay.
people from Laos, people from all over Latin America and South America.
So
Um,
did you back then? Did you get the opportunity to make friends with people from all of those cultures, or just
no, no,
interacted with
but I
them
got to
because they
yeah,
lived in the area?
yeah, just
Like the guy from
interaction.
the store, or somebody in the restaurant,
Yeah.
and
And I was a hairstylist, so I got to see a lot of people.
okay, so you were like
Worked at
the
the mall.
oh nice. So you got
Yep.
to talk a lot to people from those countries.
Hmm.
Which one of those cultures did you find the most interesting?
Um, the Latin American ones
Oh, really?
mostly. Yeah,
South and Central, or
both.
okay?
Yeah, yeah.
How come?
And I I don't know. I've just always had this fascination with the rest of our America.
Okay. What could you say uh were the biggest differences you found between us Latin American people and the people from or the other cultures that you saw there, that you met there?
Well, most of the other cultures aside from the United States people, the United States we're not really, I don't know, we like family, but it's like we're all separate. We're not like, I don't know, we're all like individual. It's hard to explain. The other cultures, Latin America, South America, even the Vietnamese and all them, they they seem to have this bond where they're all like they stick together,
Now let me ask you
as a
something.
family unit.
Do you think that family union and stuff has been the same thing for your culture always, or is
I
it has evolved to get to this place in which you say, as you say,
yeah.
family is pretty much like everybody from on their side.
Well,
Uh,
a long time ago, we had that. A long time ago, family was important. Families stuck together. Families lived together longer. They congregated in the same areas. And over time, um, like I don't know, we've just had all these oh cultural upheavals, I guess, with all these rights movements and stuff. Everybody's wanting their own thing, and the family unit just kind of dissolved. And now, like we used to have, I remember growing up, my mother stayed at home and she took care of us, and our father worked. And brought home I mean, we didn't make a lot. There was a lot of nights we ate bread and brown gravy,
yep.
which was my favorite.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah, it
Do you have
was
that from time
warm.
to time now? Not
No,
really.
not anymore, but
Okay.
it was
It
warm and
would be interesting,
comforting.
right? To trigger those memories by having
Uh-huh.
that, right? It
Yeah.
works. I think some,
It's too fattening.
wow, it's just
My metabolism isn't the same.
once in a blue moon, it's not gonna
Yeah.
hurt.
But,
I think. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
now everybody has to work. Nobody has time for anything.
Yeah, but I think one of the things that make the difference from that perspective is the fact of being able to have the let's say here in these countries, these are poor countries mostly, um, in which to be able to thrive, the family must stay together, and that has been pretty much always. So I don't know if we talked about this before, but let's say minimum wage here is it's in dollars is pretty much like $250, right? But those $250, if I make $250, that's gonna be basically for paying utility bills and rent. That's it,
Mhm.
and maybe some food, and that's gonna be it. So in a household, we are going to need two or three people earning a
Mhm.
minimum wage and something else in order to be able to make it up for the expenses of the whole family. And I think that's one of the things that has helped this culture to keep the family values together, because sometimes it's just for surviving, and
Yep.
that's it.
It's starting to get that way again here because of, the high prices.
Yeah.
The kids just can't afford to go live on their own anymore. Apartments are expensive, houses are expensive, so they're staying home longer.
So family values would be, or family, family ties maybe, or bonding would be one of the cultural things that you found, the cultural traits that you found interesting in our culture. And
Yeah, I liked it.
yeah, and when you went to Spain, how was the cultural exchange there? Even although you only had what, like
A week.
a week there. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so I really
that's,
didn't get to see that
yeah.
that part of it.
So you didn't get to have
More
a like a,
more touring.
okay. And do you think getting to know a culture, getting to interact with the language, and being there is going to change the way you think, your perspectives on things, or it's pretty much the same? It's just okay, an
No,
experience, and that's it.
I think it'll just enhance the experience. It'll enhance things.
Yeah,
It'll make it better.
yeah. So I hope you eventually going to be able to make it to your trip to England, and we're waiting for you here too, in order to have you visiting us. Syrena, just I think we're about to finish here. How's the short film?
Oh, it's coming along. I've got half of it done. Um, or filmed at least.
Yeah.
Still need to do editing, but We've been on hold because of the weather. It's been rainy, and I have to work my regular job
Yeah, well,
to
I'll, yeah,
to pay the bills. Yeah,
yeah.
so I'm hoping to have it wrapped up tomorrow
So,
and start the
happy
editing process.
to have taken the step in order to start filming and doing your short films.
Yes, it's definitely an experience. It's a lot of fun.
I
Uh,
see.
it's everything I thought it would be.
And the channel, how's the channel going? Adventures
Adventures
with
with
Red.
Dread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up to 66 subscribers
Okay, that's
today.
good. That's
So
good.
that's good. Yeah, I've only
Congratulations.
been on for what, 2 months?
For
So
all of you, maybe
yeah,
if there's anyone interested in gaming, Syrena has her channel. It's at Adventures with Red. You're gonna find
yep.
interesting things there. Syrena, thank you very much for being here with us, talking about different stuff, and looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And have a good day, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Ciao.
¿Qué tal les fue? Espero que les haya servido, que lo hayan disfrutado, que hayan entendido, que hayan practicado, que hayan aprendido vocabulario, expresiones, que hayan afinado sus capacidades de escucha. Esa es la idea de este podcast, practicar con hablantes nativos y también pues con el inglés mío. Así que espero que haya sido de su agrado. Si les ha gustado el video, ya saben qué hacer. Por favor, compartan con sus amigos, grupos, redes sociales, y si aún no lo han hecho, suscríbanse al canal. Denle clic a la campanita para estar al día con todos los contenidos y poder también apoyar el crecimiento del canal. Un saludo cordial a las personas que son miembros, ya saben, eso es una manera adicional de apoyar. Entonces, un abrazo para aquellos que nos están apoyando con las membresías y espero que sigan aprendiendo. Nos vemos en un próximo video. Bye bye.